Okay, hello and welcome to the Lab Days by VACUUBRAND. I won't show you anything about service. I will give you some tricks that you make your daily job easier. You see, it will be with the right tips and tricks very easy make service. First, some words for my person. My name is Jörg Kneucker. I work in the service department more than 30 years here in the company, and I am one of the service techniker here in house of VACUUBRAND. If you have any kind of questions, I will be happy to answer them at the end of my seminar. Please use the chat forum for this, the chat function, so no questions will be lost or forgotten. Of course, when we made service on pumps or on vacuum systems, we must look also on our safe side, and so we must have for protection our hands, gloves, of course. I will do this also here. And for protection your eyes, we will use a safety glass for protection your eyes. Okay, now we can start. First, I won't show you anything about how I can dismantle or dismantle head covers on non-chemistry version. Here, for example, on a MD4NT. I think, of course, you know all our product range. We produced mostly chemistry pumps and pump units, of course. But some of these pumps we produced also in non-chemistry versions. Here, for example, the MD4NT. These pumps was made from aluminium. All the heads was made from aluminium, and the sealing parts, the diaphragm and also the valves, was made from Viton. It's a rubber material. When you made service on such a pump, it's very easy when you know how it's going. First, when we want to disassemble this pump side, you must open all these 8 screws. I have done them, but one screw I must unscrew. Then you can take the housing away. Here we see all the valves of this pump unit, and also this hose made from aluminium. When such a pump is running long time, so it's not so easy to take this head cover away from the housing. So the reason is, when the pump was running a long time, the Viton material glues the head cover on top on the housing. It's not so easy to bring them away. Sometimes you have luck at this moment, but mostly it goes very, very hard. And when you use any kind of tool, so it's a little bit dangerous to make it damaged here on the parts. In this case, it's the best when you use compressed air for dismantling of the cylinder heads. In this case, we have here an inlet and we have here an outlet. Here the form is a half-round nut. So you must only close this half-round nut with your finger or with a rubber part, and then takes compressed air with the air pistol or air gun, and you must blow with compressed air into this hole. We create an overpressure into this chamber and then makes bang and the head spring away. It's very easy and a very good solution to assemble this cylinder head. I will show you. Close with your finger this half-round nut. Take compressed air with the air gun. Blow here in. You must look that this air pistol is tight on the hole, of course. Then we made an overpressure, and then it's very easy to take the cylinder head away, or the head cover away. So the next thing is we must disassemble the diaphragm. For this job we need a special tool, such an diaphragm tool for changing them. we must take the diaphragm on the top, and then we go with the mouth here on the behind side. You see this, that's the behind side. We go with the mouth here on this surface, and then we can unscrew this complete system, or this complete part. Unscrew them, and then we have this package. Here on this package we have the same thing. When the pump is running long time, so this diaphragm glues all the parts together, and it's not so easy to bring them. It's not so easy to dismantle them, these parts. And for this we have also a very short trick. We need also compressed air, but we need also a small part of rubber. A small part of rubber tube, 2 centimeters or something like that. We take this here on the top of the screw, of the thread, sorry. And now we blow with compressed air into this rubber tube. We create also an overpressure, and then the parts go away. I will show you them. Take this rubber tube here on the top, and you see them? It's very easy, and now all the parts go away. And so we have no damages here on the aluminum parts, and it's very easy to know how it's going. Then of course you take new diaphragm and new valves and assemble the pump again. That's also very easy. Good. That will be the first thing. Take them here on the side, so we have more space, of course. The next one. The next one I want to show you how you can clean electromagnetic valves on pump units. I think the most of you have such chemistry pump systems in your laboratory. Here maybe we have a PC 520 NT version. So that's a 2-stage pump with a vacuum controller and 2 electromagnetic valves for regulation, 2 ports. And of course, when you work with such a pump system very long time, and you connect this pump with the application, sometimes with rubber tube, that's a cheap one. But of course, when this tube will be older, then the tube will be crackling. And of course, all these particles and parts will go into the pump, and you find all these parts from this red rubber tube in the whole pump. And of course, you will find these parts also on the electromagnetic valve. But when we have parts here on the valve stamp of this electromagnetic valve, so this valve stamp doesn't close tight enough, and so the vacuum don't stop. Maybe when you want to select here 20 millibar on this pump system, so the valve must close at 20 millibar. But when this valve stamp is not really tight, so they have parts between the stamp and the valve seat, so the vacuum goes slowly down and down and down to the ultimate vacuum of this pump. And that's very bad, and that's not what we want to have. You see them also. Normally, when you switch on the pump is running. That's normal. And now when you see that the pump was pulling vacuum, if you don't have pressed the start button, so you know, okay, I must have a problem with my electromagnetic valve. Well, first when I start the start button, then the vacuum will be going down. You will see it's very easy to clean this electromagnetic valve. You must unscrew only this gray union nut. I want to show you this here. You must unscrew this gray union nut. and then you can pull the valve head away from the seat. And when you found such dirt, here you see them, red parts of rubber tube or other parts or crystals or something like that. So this black valve stamp can tight here on the valve seat, can close tight enough here on the valve seat, and so the vacuum goes slowly down and down and down to the ultimate vacuum of the pump. When you find some dirt, you can clean them, of course, with solvents, and it's no problem. Clean all the parts, and then you can assemble the parts together. Press them together with a small turning. Here on the diameter we have an O-ring, and when you press them only together, it could be that you can damage this O-ring, so made this in a turning. Screw them in with a turning, and then you can fix the valve with this union nut again, and now the function will be fine. When you have older pump systems, then it could be that this union nut has a white color, and of course this valve stamp could have other color. It could be white or something like this, but at all parts are the same. It's no problem. The cleaning is always the same. Also when you have these valves on such a VACUUbrand system. Good. VACUUbrand system. That was a nice word. Yeah, the VACUUbrand system. The VACUUbrand is a very easy thing to have vacuum in the laboratory. So normally you have one vacuum pump under your bench and many pipes, and on these pipes we have different kind of ports. So it's a very easy and cheap solution for have a ground vacuum in your laboratory. You can connect on such a pump different kind of ports, and every port has three basic parts. We have a ground, a wall part, a middle part, and here on the top we have a function part. This ground part we have in also two versions. You see them. You see here on this type, the pipe was installed on the wall, on the top of the wall. Here on these versions is the pipe behind the wall. So we have both things. Here you see every time the pipe, and here behind the wall you can see the pipe. But the function is the same. On every part or on every port we have here between the wall part and the middle part and non-return valve. And this non-return valve is also very important when it's dirty, so the valve can close tight, and it could be that your neighbor has a bad vacuum. Maybe here you need 50 millibar and your neighbor need 20 millibar, and when this valve is damaged, so the valve can close tight enough, and your neighbor in your neighbor laboratory or in your neighbor branch has also a bad vacuum. In this case you must control also these networks from time to time, and also these non-return valves. For assembling is also very easy. Take this valve inside, then we have here 4 fixing pins. Take them here on the top and screw them on. It's very easy. Of course, when such a pump run very long time, such a system run a very long time, so it could be also that you make service on such a pump, or that you must clean the parts or the system. Okay, of course, the first thing is you must check the vacuum of such a system with normal-wise vacuum gauge. For example, a DVA2 Pro. Then you can connect them on such a port, and you can control the vacuum what's going on. Normally we have installed in such laboratories 3-stage pumps, PC 3004 Vario or the older version PC 2004 Vario. These are 3-stage pumps, and they arrived a vacuum from 2 at 3 millibar. And when you see also this vacuum here on the port, then will be all fine. When you see a bad vacuum, maybe you made a measurement and you see, okay, on the port I have only 20 or 30 millibar. So that could be that you have a problem, and you must look who is the problem. The first thing is, of course, control the settings of your controller. Maybe you have a setting in your controller that the controller say to the pump go only to 30 millibar, then it's be normally. When the settings will be fine, so pump will be go lower, but the vacuum is also only 20 or 30 millibar, then we must look at the next step. The next step will be that you control on every parts that this flow control module is closed or the vane is closed. It could be that your neighbor he don't need at the moment the vacuum, and maybe his port is open, and that could be also a reason why the whole vacuum is bad. And so please control every part, that all parts are closed. When this also not helpful, then we must look at the next step. The next step will be control your vacuum pump. It could be that the vacuum pump is the problem. So go under the bench to your vacuum pump, take also a vacuum gauge, for example a DVA2 Pro, and pull the vacuum line from the pump away, check the vacuum pump alone, and look what's going on with the pump. When the pump goes down to 2 or 3 millibar, when you have a 3-stage pump, then it's be all fine. When the pump is bad, maybe also the 20 or 30 millibar, then you know, okay, the problem must be on the pump side, and then you must make service on the pump. But when the pump is okay, and here on the line you have a problem, then we must look the next step. Connect also the line, and then we control the system. It could be when the pump system or the network is working very long time, that solvents came into the network and they can condensing here in the pipes or in the ports. And so we have, when we have vacuum and gas vapor, maybe water at 20 degrees, so we have around about 20 millibar. And in this case it's the best when you flush the whole network with atmospheric pressure. It's very easy. Open one of these ports. I think the best is when you open the port, they have the longest distance from the pump to this port, that you can flow the whole system with atmospheric pressure. And so this atmospheric pressure blow out the dirt or the liquids out of this tubing. Make this for half hour, for 30 minutes. And after this 30 minutes you can control the vacuum again. When you see the vacuum will be lower, when it will be better, then you can clean them once more again or once more again. It's no problem, or for longer time. And so that's the easiest way to clean or dry such a vacuum system, so VACUULAN system. When you looking for spare parts of such a VACUULAN system, you find them on our website. Please go to the website vacuubrand.com and then to the support, and then you find any instruction for repairs. And in this instruction for repairs you find an explosion drawing, and then you can look what I have, and then you see all the parts with part numbers, and then you can order the part numbers what you want. You see, it's also very easy. Yeah, last but not least, we have the last part here, an MZ2C. And the name for this, how can I control a vacuum pump without a vacuum gauge? Okay, it's very easy. We have here a AMSAT 2CNT. It's a two-stage pump, one stage here, one stage here. Of course, the gas came here into the inlet, was compressed, here behind is the tube, was compressed and goes here behind out, normally. And of course, when we have arrived the ultimate vacuum of such a pump, the pump has no flow rate more, and so then we have here on the outlet side no gas, or coming no gas. And now that is what we want to control now. Of course, when you want to control such a pump, it's the best when you have a vacuum gauge, a DVA2 Pro, or you can test them also when you close the inlet with your finger or with a rubber part. Look that the gas ballast cap is closed, then switch the pump on, let the pump run for some seconds that you are sure the pump has arrived the ultimate vacuum. In the case when you have any kind of flask in front of the pump, wait any seconds more that you are sure that the pump has arrived the ultimate vacuum, and then you can control on the outlet with your finger when you can feel any air, so you know you are on the safe side and the pump will be okay. That you have a better feeling, so it's the best when you made your finger a little bit wet with water, and so you have a better feeling and you can feel the airflow better on your finger. And this checking of the vacuum pump is very important. Normally when the pump works, they works very long time, so the lifetime of the spare parts inside of the diaphragm and valves are around about 15,000 hours. It's a very long time, and so the pump works and works and works, and the pump will be forgotten. And when the user needs such a pump for a job on the rotovapor, and he need for his job only a vacuum range from 40, 50, 60 millibar for his daily job, and the pump has a failure, so he don't know really quickly that the pump has a failure. And so it's very important that you check this pump from time to time, so after 3 months, after half year, and that you know every time, okay, the vacuum of my pump is fine. And this can you do with a vacuum gauge, or on this side what I have shown you, close the inlet, close the gas ballast, switch the pump on, wait some seconds that you are sure the ultimate vacuum is arrived, and then you control on the outlet of your pump. When you feel no gas, is all fine and the pump is in a green range. When you feel a gas flow, then it could be that the pump has a problem. So it could be that the valve is damaged, or the diaphragm is damaged, or it's very dirt inside and the valve plates can close tight enough, something like this. Then you must look and must open the pump. But when you can feel anything, air came out of the pump, so you know the pump is fine and the pump is in the green range. That was from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Jörg. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the lifetime for a diaphragm set in terms of hours?
15,000 hours.
Okay.
This was 2 years 24/7 working.
And if the customer uses an acidic solution in the PC 610 Select, what is the estimated lifetime for that?
I think the same. So also 50,000 hours. So on the Select pump, we have here a PC 520. So when you switch on the pump is running all the time. And first, when you start on the controller, the start button, then the valve opens, but the pump is running long time, so you can say also the 15,000 hours.
Are there any trainings available for service technicians?
We have trainings, but at the moment for the COVID situation, we have in this year no service trainings, but we will good thing that we can give you a training in the next year again.
Can an ME1C continuously run overnight?
ME1C? Yes, of course. All the pumps has into this motor a terminal cut, and when the pump will be too hot, why ever, the pump go only down, and so we have no problem. So we can use this pump continuously.
And there was a question for clarification. The lifetime is 15,000 hours.
15000, yes.
Thank you very much. That concludes all the questions.